14th round of negotiations related to the FTA between EU and India are scheduled to happen in Brussels from October 6th. And just ahead of those discussions, EU's ambassador to India, Hervé Delphin, has said that negotiations are challenging and still important issues need to be addressed. Also added, stating while addressing a gathering that EU is looking forward to a mutually beneficial deal, and the 13th round of negotiations did not really deliver the kind of breakthroughs that they were expecting. However, he said that EU was and still is very much interested in concluding a meaningful deal. And he also took a swipe at some countries, stating that some countries are raising tariffs or otherwise closing their markets. And he said that in view of that, your side of the deal making is to drive FTAs that are mutually beneficial and that deliver tangible benefits. And he also essentially suggested that India and EU should be using FTAs as a hedge against uncertainties and to strengthen supply chains. So that's as far as what the EU ambassador stated. Now, remember the 13th round of negotiations between both the sides, they happened in the month of September in New Delhi, wherein we did see a team, a negotiating team from EU come to India along with the trade and agriculture commissioners. They met with the Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal as well. What essentially are they looking at? Well, they are looking at tax reduction in products like wine, spirits, supply chain integration opportunities, and of course, both trade and non-trade barriers were discussed. But why is this deal crucial? Why is this FTA important? Well, India has just recently concluded an FTA pact, which has come into force, but the EU pact, as far as that is concerned, it's important because EU accounts for 17% of India's exports. So this is going to give a boost to businesses on both the sides, drive FTI into India. At the same time, this will be a hedge against uncertainties that have been caused by Donald Trump's 50% tariffs. And not just that, EU is not just looking at negotiating an FTA, but they also adopted a new strategic EU-India agenda, which goes on to signify how important India is in the overall scheme of things for the European Union. But it remains to be seen whether Donald Trump's pressure on EU around India's energy trade with Russia, that is going to matter or not, that remains to be seen.